Hello, everybody, and welcome to Freedom Friday. My name's Fani D, and I was channeling the cards for the collective last night at midnight, and we have a really good reading. I've been getting a lot of energy, a lot of mixed energy, but a lot of really good energy coming through, and it's about time. We need some good energy. So we're going to dive into the cards today and see what the energy for the collective has in store for us. It's not all bad. It's good. We just gotta keep we gotta keep mellow. We gotta keep our energy free and clear because there's a lot of bad energy coming through. So we've gotta kind of stay openness, maybe. This was the first card we got in the telepathy oracle, and openness. Yeah. I can see that. A lot of us are kind of closed down. I know I close down here every now and again. We all do. Be open to receiving divine guidance in relationships. Yeah, relationships right now are really kind of crazy. Everybody's going through something. So to get in a relationship right now, it's kind of windy, kind of like the road, and then you got the tree right there stopping you, thinking, uh, okay, am I ready for this relationship? What is this relationship going to bring me? Because some of these relationships are really crazy right now. So just kind of, keep the openness there, but make sure that it's not an illusion. Avoid the trap of mistaking fantasy for real soul connection. Yeah, we gotta kind of keep fantasy at bay there and really try to really connect with our soul connection. And there is an illusion going on. So we've got to be careful with the illusion, what's real and what's not. And guilty. Guilty. What are we guilty of? Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. We can all be guilty forever. We're all guilty, but we don't have to hang on to it for the rest of our life. Uh, Once we release it, we don't have to go revisit it. It's not ours to revisit. We let it go. We worked on it. We got over it. If you didn't get over it, then work on it a little bit more, but you have to release it. Guilty is what guilty does. And if you're not guilty anymore, you did it, you put it away, you apologize, you're done, you're not that person anymore, you're okay. Don't live there. And love. Love can conquer everything, and it can. The tree looks lonely, but as you get to that tree, that loneliness is not there. Once you go in with your soul, with your heart, the inside of you will light up. The darkness will light up within. Now, that was a very good start because this is kind of describing how we need to be. Openness, illusion, guilty, love. We feel all that. It's telling you to be more open, but fight the illusions and the guilty and go for the love. 29. We got 29, balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Balance. What do we need to balance? Our health, our life, our heart, our health, everything. Everything has to flow and we have to be in balance. So we need to work on that also. Beautiful, beautiful card. The presence. 23, which is a 5. 5, change. I fully experienced every moment of my life by living in the present. We don't want to live in the past. We do not. This is telling you, I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. Balance. And this one is in the present. So, yeah, you are balanced if you're in the present, not in the past, not in the future dreaming, in the present. You showed up. I fully experienced every moment of my life by living in the present. So, see, the experience of the present, the love, the time out, the visions, everything that you could miss if you were in a hurry. We have to stop and smell the roses and see what's around us. Now, we got the Mystic Forest. These cards always have a nice little meaning to things. Rejuvenate yourself, know your limits, and allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself. You have full permission to rest and say no. She's tired. She's had enough. This is the day that she's just done. She's done for a while. She's got to take that break, that knee break. And she even has her eyes closed. This is the day that we may have. And if we do, this is where we need to be. The eyes closed, in dark, the light coming down, and nothing. It's just, we're not dealing with anything. We're rejuvenating our thoughts and our mind. Because that is the soul awakening. This is us rejuvenating. This is us. You gotta look at this. This is balance, the present, rejuvenating yourself and the soul awakening. Because after all that, the soul can easily awaken. You are quiet, irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. Yeah, that is what it's. We fight ourselves about things. Well, I don't know if that's true. I'm just gonna, take it upon myself to look at what everybody else thinks, and then I won't worry about it because, I'm awakened too, and we're all gonna see the same thing. We're not all gonna see the same thing. We're all unique. We're not gonna see the same thing as that one walking through the woods. We might see a more beautiful picture. We might see a more ugly picture. Whatever we're going through when our soul awakes, we still need to work on them. Pursue happiness. Never apologize for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss. I talked about that the other day. The safe space, safe space. We all need that safe space. And sometimes we don't feel that we have it. She's looking for it. She's like looking back, but she knows that she has to stay in the now. So she really is in the now. I mean, she is stopped at the steps. She's looking, but she's not looking back. She's not looking forward. She's looking at the now. What do I need to do now? Because pursuing our happiness is a major, major connection. Today is 4/17/2026, which is a 22, which we know is a master number. It heightens its power. 22 is a major number. 222, you'll see it on the clock all the time. It's giving you ideas. And, when a lot of these cards come out, and I feel the energy on these cards. I know what it's trying to tell you, and I know what it's trying to tell me. And sometimes when these cards come out, we have to stop and think about things. Now, this is going to start out with the intuitive whisper. The intuitive whisper always tries to whisper something to us. It's not harsh, it's not pushy, it's just like, I'm going to tell you as I go by. So I know you're listening. hmm So, the intuitive whisper, and I thought this was interesting because I always tell people this because I was told this by my best friend that passed, Ginger. Always keep a journal, always write down what you see, always tell someone because when you tell somebody about it, when it happens, they don't look at you like you're a nut. But intuitive journaling, seven's a great number, is a really good thing to do because when we wake up in the morning from a dream, usually we forget it within the first 5 minutes, unless we write it down. Now, some dreams are more prevalent. Some dreams will last a lifetime because they were so in the now space that you won't forget it. Intuitive journaling. She's sitting on a bench in the woods with everything around her. She's got the energy all around her. She's in her zen. She's got the wise owl up in the tree and she's journaling. This card is inviting you to switch off from your rational, conscious mind and explore your intuitive subconscious, a place that exists beyond thought and that can be accessed in moments of silence, where there is no judgment, no expectation, and where you are present in the moment rather than distracted by the past or the future. Intuitive journaling is not striving to make sense of what is written or to be understood. It is simply exploring with curiosity what the intuition wants to say. You will need a notebook and pen and a place to be quiet. Close your eyes and focus inward on your breath. Take 10 deep breaths, inhaling to the count of 4 and exhaling to the count of 6. By lengthening your exhale, you are allowing the body to calm. Continue to focus on your breath and you feel your mind and body soften. Open your eyes and put your pen straight on the page in front of you. Begin to write without taking your pen off the page. Start with the prompt. My intuition wants my intuition wants to stay and say, let your intuitive subconscious guide the way. That's a beautiful message. Okay, I think intuitive journaling is very good. I also think dream journaling is very good. We are going to go to the angels and ancestors now. They wanted to come out, they wanted to talk, and they had a lot to say. The first one we got was winter. Take care of your needs. I don't I agree with this card completely, and I understand why winter come out. What do we think about winter? It's cold. We're kind of hibernating. Our energy's low, but a wolf is not. His energy is high. They don't go into dormant stages. Do everything you need to be at your best, then move beyond your fears and limitations. For many of the animal realm, winter is a time of hibernation and retreat. You may wish to curl up in a ball too, but although you may not feel as bright as you'd like to be a primal force within is encouraging you to continue. The winter card features a wolf, one of few animals that stay active all year round. Wolves know what it's like to work alone or thrive within a pack. So if you feel you need to go it alone at this time, know that wolf medicine will help you move beyond your insecurities and relax in your own space. You have an opportunity to move beyond your fears. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do to feel supported and alive. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winner card arrives in the future position of a spread or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regard to your questions or your intentions. The winter card was the first one to come out, which is better. The winter card is keeping you sharp, not in like a hibernation mode. So you're basically watching everything that is going on, and that is a good thing. We also got the Hermit, retreat and recharge. And some of us need to go into the Hermit mode. I know I am at that point where I am kind of in the Hermit mode. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The Hermit card is one of the solitude and meditation inspired by the wandering men of India known as sadhus. In the Hindu tradition, it represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within. And if you don't take time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the message that are rising up inside you. The cross-legged meditation position of the cave-dwelling sadhva on the card is an invitation to harness power of your meditation practice. The Hindu Sur Yantra symbolizes behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, hence support from Mother, Father, God. That's a great, I think a lot of us need to go in hermit mode. You know, we have this, I know I zone out a lot and I need it. So when somebody has to go and zen out, let them go and zen out. You have been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you are being guided and recharged to take a step back at this time. If you are working on bringing something together, your over involvement could impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplation before moving forward. Often, when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So, meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. I agree 100%. We jump into things and then afterwards thinking, oh my God, what did I do? So sometimes when before we make any rash decisions or do anything, we should go into this mode to see clearly what we're doing. And we get the broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace. You are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In several indigenous traditions, a broken arrow would mean that tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. If you have been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the broken arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all of the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to walk things through and talk things through. Offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the ideas that you can be hurt. You can be hurt by this situation or the people involved because this will only work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you, and taking you lovingly forward. So we don't have to panic. We have things in the background working for us, not against us. I hope you guys got your coffee going, and I hope your Freedom Friday is going really good today. I know mine's starting out good. Let's hope it's better. I was up till 4:30 in the morning. I haven't been able to sleep lately. My husband's like, "You ever gonna go to sleep?" I said, "Yeah, when I'm ready." And I was ready about 5:36, I think. And I got up at 8:30. My husband said, "You didn't even sleep." I said, "I slept enough." So you'll notice your times are changing, when you're sleeping and stuff. We've got one more before we go into the oracle reading, and it's the Magic Spirit Oracle. And I love this girl. She just pops things out when we really need them. We get a 14, which is a 5. We got Flower Child, momentum, creativity, and action. I hope that lover, everyone else you learn to make yourself proud. I am the beekeeper of my own garden that grows. It's so easy to accidentally live for others, for their approval, praise, and validation. The ego thrives off this. It's easy for it to exist and make choices that way, but more than ever, now is the time to take your focus off the wants of others and start focusing on the poles of your soul and heart. Even if it doesn't seem right, what does Spirit call you to do? What is it that you really want to do, to feel? Ironically, perhaps channeling your energy there will end up being the best service to others, not desperate attempts to satisfy that come from lack, comfortableness, and scarcity. Dear flower child, throwing her seeds in flowers, you are blooming even though thought you couldn't. Your sweetness is now attracting the bees. Think of your energy channels as bees that pollinate, nourish flowers and growth. You have the power to summon them and send them whatever you want. Where will you send them, Queen Bee? Remember this. This card has an energy of royalty behind it. What you say and what you think has great power behind it now. With so many bees on your side, now is a potent time for creativity, projects, and taking action on whatever it is that you really want to do. Anything you act on or set intentions for has the perfect sacred soil right now on the physical and metaphysical levels. So plant, what are you planting? Let's see what we're planting. Plant your seeds, magic flower child. You are ripe with power and possibility. Use it. Drawing this card can also be a affirmation of self-love and of honoring your own sacred life. You're a place of rich soil, and nutrients. You planted yourself, watered yourself, and you've grown so much because of it. And so you shall continue. Even when it feels like you're you've been buried, you still find a way to flourish. I really like that. That's a perfect card for us. And we go to 34. It's a 7. It's time to come home. Goddess of the sea, abundance, purification, and ego. Look where it's traveling in the heart space. I am centering. I am coming home to where my soul calls me. The fisherman has been on a long and challenging journey. He has been casting his net for fish, but the fish do not come. His soul is starving and he longs for more. Suddenly, he sees a shining light in the distance, a soft purple glow that he decides to follow. He is led to the goddess of the sea, her ruling element being the forces of water. Her purpose is to help us remember where the real treasures are. She can show you what it is you need, not just what you want. And if you are willing to know, she can show you what is soul versus ego. She takes you beyond your false needs and false self. She shows you a world of true spiritual abundance. I like that idea. That's a great idea. Who wouldn't? Okay, now dreams of Gaia we're calling. Yeah, I can't not take the dreams of Gaia when they're yelling at me. And I'm glad I did because the card that came out was the number 24, which is a 6, and it's faith. Wow, do we need faith? Faith is the connection, self-belief, the confidence, the divine connection. Uh, can I say any more? I mean, faith. To have faith is the 8 influence. It's a beautiful thing. It inspires a feeling of serenity that is unshakable. With faith comes a level of self-confidence that sees you capable of overcoming all that life throws at you. To have self-belief gives you confidence when facing new and challenging situations. When out in a social setting, you are comfortable to be yourself. Having self-belief allows you to enjoy life more because you are less troubled by insecurity. That is the truth because insecurity, I have it. We all have it. I used to have it really bad. But now I just kind of have faith and just go with it, just like this card shows. And with the faith card, I did a clarifier in the tarot, and that was the King of Cups. The King of Cups. The faith, he's blowing the horn. Wise, diplomatic balance between head and heart, devoted advisor, counselor. The King of Cups indicates the asker is able to balance their head and heart in relationships or service as reminder to remain level-headed and calm when faced with impersonal conflict, using head and heart in love, a compassionate but calming partner, balancing emotional, practical, and logical needs. Wisdom leads to respect and admiration. Financial stability, being realistic but hopeful about finances. The King of Cups is also a reminder to not repress emotions. It's essentially to fully feel sadness, hurt, and fear, as well as happiness, fulfillment, and joy. We often avoid emotions, worried they will engulf us. We just have to remember, you know what? She's got the flower, she's offering, and he's playing the music. So we have to turn it around. Got to come together, make it beautiful, make it you. And we got one more, and it is a number 22. There's that 22222, and it's intuitive. Intuition is the sixth sense, the voice of your unconscious mind. Heed your intuitive feelings. Intuitive skill, born of practice. Pick the option that feels right. Strengthen your intuition. Tap into your other senses. Make your best guess. Be both intuitive and rational. Watch and observe. Intuition or bad past experiences. Seek a second opinion. There are many words and phrases used to describe the subject of the sixth sense, sixth influence card, intuition. That's funny feeling, an inkling, a sneaking suspicion, a hunch, a knowing, a feeling in one's bones, a gut feeling, premonition, foreboding. It is inexplainable. You cannot pinpoint why you feel or believe as you do. You just know it in your gut, and every fiber of your being demands that you listen. What is intuition? Intuition is your sixth sense. Intuition is a knowing or a gut feeling that you experience without fully understanding the logic. We know what intuition is. We just the cobweb hanging, it's always there. She knows. She's got the feline there. He's seeing things, and the wise owl with the crystals. And she's got the smirk. She's got this. You've got this. And we will do a clarifier for that. The clarifier for the intuition is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Ambitious, diligent, goal-oriented, planner, consistent, star, student, studious, grounded, loyal, faithful, and dependable. This card reminds the asker to remain passionate and in touch with the original drive that propelled this project. Perfectionism or fear of failure can sometimes stop us in our tracks. Quiet, steady, diligent lover, dedication in relationship. Make plans to achieve ambitious, big dreams. Training. We have to let our dreams go. We have to ride the wave. We have to be a part of it. And the only way we can be a part of it is if we just go for it. If it feels right, it's right. Now, we've got one from the Enchanted Map Oracle, and it's a 34, which is a 7. I'm sure you hear my big knucklehead wants in. He can't open the door. The other ones can. Little sister, go let your brother in. She does sometimes. But if not, he's great. He's okay. Spark. Spark. I love this card. You are a clear channel for divine creativity. Where is a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn to a flame and stoking that fire is a gratifying activity. I love that because we are that unique spark. Each one of us have a unique spark that no one else has. And I always say that. And it looks like blood, sweat, and tears, but it's the heart space also with the butterflies, grounded in nature. Now, the clarifier for that is the Six of Swords. Moving on, departure, leaving behind, distance, accepting lessons. Six of Swords represents transition, change, and holding on to the past. The asker is currently going through a transformational period that involves shifts in their love life, career, and living situation. Moving on from a relationship, reconciling after fight, leaving stressful workplace, moving to new role, finding material stability again, learned lesson. This card can also symbolize a trip the asker will need to take alone. They may be feeling separation, anxiety from loved ones, but they are making the right decision for their future. She's not looking back. It was like she had that spark and then she left. She she got the spark, she got the ideas, and she took off. Now we have a future card. Actually, two popped out, so I took the two. The Golden Future Oracle. This is a very nice deck, and it really tells us what the future is doing right now and where we're going. We got a 35, which is an 8, which is infinity, and planetary cleansing. Keep your space pure and clear. In the consciousness of the golden future, everyone has a sense of self-worth and personal integrity. So they keep their surroundings clean, natural, and beautiful. Goods will be wrapped in ecological, reusable, biodegradable plant material, not yet envisaged. So there will be no waste or rubbish. White goods televised and our current computers will be obsolete, replaced by total biodegradable high-tech goods powered by harmless frequencies. By 2050, currently inconceivable dematerialization techniques will mean that the mountains of rubbish around the world will be disposed of. This includes the atomic dust from nuclear power plants and stations, which will all have been shut down. Residues of waste, dust will be taken by unicorns for final clearance in the sun and Helios, the great central sun, a gateway to source. In the golden future, we will keep our planet pure and clean. Lord Peter the Great was totally in tune with nature and the animal kingdom during his many incarnations. He now helps environmental movements and is coordinating the deep cleansing of the planet from the inner planes. Your guidance is to connect with him and visualize the land behind being clean and clear and cared for, and the air pure. Each time you do this, your energy creates bridges of light, along with Peter the Great. Spiritual team can work through your interventions. They can show people the consequences of their actions and achieve more to purify the world. This card is a reminder that every single thing you do to help our environment make a difference. But do not judge those who drop, litter, or pollute. For judgment, thoughts create psychic pollution. Instead, bless those people with self-worth to raise their frequencies. Your guidance is to make ecological choices and live lightly on earth, for your actions profoundly after people and help the planet. Yeah, that's definitely where we're going. We are starting to clean this planet up, and we need to. And we've got two, which is community life. Embrace fifth dimensional society. Yes, be in the community life. Guide the children and the elderly and adults. In the golden future, people will live in heart-centered communities where neighbors support and care for one another, and everyone feels they belong and are welcome. Every group will be abundant and self-sufficient, thanks to advanced technologies, includes will only choose to work if it brings soul satisfaction. So there So there will be a time for constructive, fulfilling leisure pursuit and active participation in sports. Frequent, joyful celebrations will keep the frequency high. Because they live in oneness, people will rejoice in the creative expression and pleasure of others. They will constantly reflect good qualities back to one another. For the first time in thousands of years, people will experience true happiness. They will express this in their daily lives, serving one another with goodwill and enjoy rich inner lives full of self-worth, peace, serenity, and love. In the golden communities, people will express their true selves and see the divine in one another. Your guidance is to be instrumental in bringing forward the consciousness and higher ways of thinking for the glorious golden future. Lord Serapis Bey, who originated from Venus and is the keeper of the white ascension flame of Atlantis, will help you. As the master of the green fourth ray of nature, harmony and balance, he invites you to tune into his green essence and breathe it in. This will enable you to develop serenity and inner peace. Although good judgment, confidence, and self-discipline, then spread these qualities and become a peacemaker, an artist, a musician, or a creator. People will have faith in you and trust you. Serapis Bey is also working with the amethyst and violet rays of the new golden age of Aquarius. When you respond and immerse yourself in this green light, as access his teaching for our golden future, which are energetically hidden in the Great Pyramid. We got a lot to look forward to, my beautiful people. That was Freedom Friday. That should be good for the weekend. If I do get on, if I can get on, I might do a little fast energy read. If not, I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend and stay safe and in love. I hope may every step in your journey be magical and may every life you live be magical. And you know what? Like I always say, just be you.